Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Doing some magic today. It's Flashback Day.
Flashback.
But you wouldn't know that by looking at what's currently in front of us here. This is for our Friday video, because our Friday video is our 150th episode. I know they're not numbered, but trust us, it is. So, yeah. And what we're going to do for that is something kind of special. We are going to be starting a new series that I think in its first run, it'll probably just run like once per month. But if people like it, we might do it more. And basically what we're going to call this series is Wheel of Fate.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, that's why this is on
the
here.
name card.
Yeah. So, what Wheel of Fate's going to be is we're going to put different cards into the wheel, and then we're going to give the wheel a spin, and we're each going to give the wheel a spin, and whichever one it lands on, we have to build a deck based around that card. So that should be kind of interesting. It's going to be legacy banless, but really these are going to be probably fairly casual decks, but we're going to try and make them as good as possible. Anyway.
And it's not just, you put 4 of the card in and it's actually Delver. That's not how it's going to work.
Yeah, no. Maybe if we start running out of thematic ideas for the wheel, we might just put like staples. Like, so we have to play like whatever archetypes. But for the time being, this first one at least, that's why Wheel of Fate is here. This first one is going to just be kind of just a random collection of maybe you could build a deck around me type cards. So we got Dragonstorm, Torment of Hellfire, Academy Researchers. We just picked this up today. It's kind of interesting. You get to put an enchant creature enchantment onto it when it enters the battlefield. So who knows? We got Soul Catcher's Aerie? Sure. Wheel of Fate, of course. Namesake. Inspiring Statuary, Eily, and Kavu Predator. So, basically we're each going to give this a spin. Whatever it lands on, we have to build a deck based around that, and then you will get to see those decks go head-to-head on Friday. And then, in the future, when we do this wheel show, it's probably going to have its own separate date, so we're going to have 3 Magic videos, whatever week that is.
Yeah, and then the spinning itself will be separate as well.
Yeah, the spinning will be separate. And one other thing I kind of want to do with this, which I think might be kind of interesting, just to get some audience participation in on this, we might give out a mailing address, and if you want to send us 4 copies of... It can just be something really cheap, but like just some sort of poopy bulk rare. If someone wants to send us 4 copies of a random thing, we will put it on the wheel, but we won't open it and know what it is until someone lands on it, and then we'll open it.
I think it could be anything.
It'd be kind of cool. So let us know if you like that idea, or if you'd be willing to do that in the comments, and we'll see if we can get that thing figured out. So, without any further ado, you can do the honors. You can have the first spin. This is probably going to spin for a while. You get... Academy Researchers!
Woo! Interesting.
Yeah. So that'll be a fun one. And for myself, let's see what we get here. Give it a nice little spin. If I get the same one, I'll just spin again, obviously.
Birds.
I get birds. Alright. So, you're gonna get to see these 2 cards face off against each other at the end of this week. So, that'll be interesting. Yeah, so we will be back to do our regular flashback right now. Ooh, it's spooky Halloween!
It's Halloween!
Yes. Hence the spooter and the boopster. I wonder. Halloween. Oh, that's much better, yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. I'm impressed. Anyway, so, yeah, we're doing flashback.
Majestic steed.
It is pretty majestic. I imagine it would move pretty fast. Anyway, yeah, flashback. It's the Halloween episode, but it's flashback, so we can't really do a theme. Luckily, we kind of already lucked out and have a theme. You have cats, which, like, black cats are a Halloween-y type thing, and I'm playing a mono black deck.
Yeah, Blackburn.
How perfect could that have turned out?
It works.
Yeah, it works pretty well. Anyway, so you voted, I kind of gave away what won, but you saw it in the title anyway. Orchard Alarm in last place with 33 votes, so that one gets the boot.
So sad.
Yeah. Then we had Girlbots with 42 votes.
And now this will be its last voting period.
Yeah, so if it doesn't get voted for next week, it's gone also. 42 votes on that. Esperdell, 54 votes, always in second. Kind of weird. That one's got to be getting close, too.
Yeah, it's got one more.
Yeah,
still, So.
And Blackburn in first with 84 votes, for a total of 213 votes. So, I'm playing Blackburn. You're still playing Cats. After it crushed Gideon's trail of victory.
It was bad luck for him.
Yeah.
Black Cat crossed his path.
Yep. And he walked under a ladder or two, probably, also. So next week, Esperdell comes back, Grobots comes back, and the new ones that we're adding, the last one that got not voted for the first round, I don't even know how to say that, but Soul Sisters comes back, so that one's in there. And Kreestab asked us to do Contaminated Frost, so that one gets put in also. Now, there is a line where that could accidentally go up against Grobots again, which was the matchup we did before, but it seems pretty unlikely. But if that's the case, we'll just pick something else. Or, pick the second place or something.
You'll just get to see the same matchup all over again.
It's not a good matchup either. But, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge if we come to it. So, that's that. Don't forget to vote in the thing. If you have a deck that we've done before that you want to suggest, tell us in the comments. In case anyone forgot that you can do that, you can do that. And, I'm Challenger Deck, so I'll be going first, and we'll see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. Show my hand. I promise I won't talk like that the entire episode. Just off and on. That's what I have. Go ahead. Oh, spooky. So spooky.
And we've got... those. Whoop.
Alright. So, I'm going to lead with a swamp. I bet you're shocked at that turn 1 land play there.
It's very surprising.
Yeah. And... sure, why not? Inquisition of Kozilek. So I guess it could have just let you leave your hand up, but I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to play or not. That's a pretty aggro hand. What am I worried about? I think... A coddle.
Probably represents the most damage.
Yeah. Pass turn.
Draw for turn.
At least for the 2/1 drops it does.
Cavern of Souls, naming cats.
Yep.
And a loam line.
That's actually a cat, not a cat's, so... yeah, it's fine. Small loam line.
He's just a 1/1.
Draw a card. Okay. Well, I will play another swamp. And then I think we're gonna go for a grave crawler.
Yep.
And a Gonti's Machinations. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
It's our little energy reserve.
Windswept Heath. And we'll attack for 1.
Can't block, so.
4 damage.
Yep.
You shall find... Stomping Ground untapped.
Sure.
Going to 17.
So 2.
And
go
2.
to 18. First time I've taken damage. So I get an energy counter.
And Fleece Mane Lion.
Sure.
Jergo.
Untap. Draw a card. I mean, I guess that's fine. We're gonna push the lion.
He's been pushed.
Then we're gonna attack you for 2.
15.
Then we're going to play a tapped Leech-ridden Swamp.
You do have 2 black permanents.
Yeah. And here's a Crypt Breaker also. Pass the turn.
Oh, one of the new cards in.
Yeah. Seems pretty sweet with Gravecrawler shenanigans and...
Yeah, he's just a little better, I think, than
guy.
Hair. Though he does cost mana for the discard outlet, so it's
true.
not as good. Draw for
For
turn.
some reason this is getting warped. Still haven't got any way of dealing myself damage or life loss, so
Sully Pride Mage.
it's kind of annoying.
3.
I will take 3. Going to 15. Counter.
Enter go.
Ooh, no land. That means I can actually use this. Draw a card. Of course.
Well, I mean, you can always just respond once you have that second energy counter.
Sure. Yeah, I guess you would have probably sequenced that differently if that was what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'd play the land and then attack, get Exalted Trigger, then pop the...
Mm-hmm. Here's a Bloodstained Mire, which I'll crack. Going to 14.
Get another energy.
Get another energy. Thank you. I think might as well get a Blood Crypt because I don't need the mana. So I'll get a Blood Crypt tapped. Then what? Then what do I do? Bash for 2.
Go to 13.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. There we go. Windswept Heath.
Yep.
Three.
I'll take it. Go to 11.
Enter go.
End of turn. We'll activate the swamp. So each opponent loses 1 life.
12.
And one tap. And draw. That one seems okay. I'm gonna push the Loam Lion.
He's been pushed.
Then we'll bash you for 3.
In response, crack this, go into 11. Find a plains. And path the Gravecrawler.
Yep. So just 1.
Go to 10.
I'll get a swamp. And then I'll also cast a Bob.
Bob.
Pass the turn. So leave that up. Not that it
Untap.
matters.
Draw for turn. I mean, we'll just pass Bob now.
All right.
So keep searching. Enter go.
All right. Untap. Draw a card. We're going to activate this and discard an Alms of the Vein, which I will cast.
Very nice.
For 1 black. So drain you for 3.
7.
14.
You get a 2/2 zombie.
And I get a 2/2 zombie, which... Thank you. Does it come in tapped? No. Just onto the battlefield. Alright. Yeah, go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. We're gonna path that guy too.
Oh my god. Alright, sure. Well, you're almost out of paths.
And here's another Solipred Mage.
Sure.
It's your go.
You're just like all duplicates.
Apparently.
I will Leech Ridden Swamp you.
6.
Untap. Draw. Two.
Block it.
Sure.
Not gonna activate Leech Ridden in response. You do need 2 block permanents.
Here's another Gaunties.
Ah.
And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Path number 4.
Temple Garden tapped. Enter go.
1.
5.
Untap. Draw a card. Gravecrawler. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Fire off a main phase, collected company. Finally.
Sure. Could have pathed your own creature.
We did have an abundance of them.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't think either of those really going to do enough.
They're good, but not so
even
much
had
at
friends.
this juncture. Oh my god. Man, you really are all duplicates all the time. Sure.
And it's your go.
Yeah, you probably don't want to bash me, although I don't think it matters. Swamp you.
4.
Untap. Draw a card.
Yeah, basically needed a lightning helix there.
Yeah. Messenger. 2.
Go to 2.
Pay 2 energy, sacrifice this to drain you for 3.
You got me. Yeah! I'd drawn the early second collected company and then I never had lands, so I couldn't do anything.
Was there anything that you had only one of? My god. Because you also had another Fleecemane Lion before.
And my lands were multiple fish.
Wow. Jeez.
It was basically Cavern, and that's because there's only 2 in the deck.
Well, that was game 1, and we'll see you in Sideboards. Alright, Sideboards time. So I'll start. I've got 3 Kolaghan's commands. It's fine in this matchup, but you have so many things with 3 toughness that I don't know if it quite does enough. You don't really have any artifacts. So I don't think it's quite worth bringing that in.
And recurring creatures isn't as great against a whole bunch of paths.
No, definitely not. And also a deck that, like, even if you get something back, pretty much all my creatures in combat are outclassed by yours, just on average. So, doesn't seem that great. Liliana, it's fine, but -2/-1 is gonna, at most, like, pick off a token, which doesn't seem great. And, yeah, I don't think it's good enough. So not gonna bring that in. Damnation, obviously. Great matchup for Damnation. Dread and Sorrow, same kind of idea as Damnation, but as I said before, you do have a lot of X3s. But Dread and Sorrow can also pick off, like, the ones that you have that aren't just 1 toughness for Liliana, and it can get all of them, and if you go crazy with a Brimaz, I can at least wipe all the tokens off the board. Just buy some time, so that's probably good enough. So those 2 for sure. Thoughtseize doesn't really do anything, because your deck's very redundant.
Yeah, like, Inquisition hits most of the things you'd care about anyway.
And you just have a ton of redundancy. Relic of Progenitus doesn't do anything at all. Blood Moon is fine, but I think your deck has quite a few basic lands, so it's probably not at best here. So I don't think I want that either. So I think I'm just going to bring in Damnation and Drown in Sorrow. And I'm going to take out 2 Bobs, because while Bob is a very good card advantaged engine, it's not really going to be getting past any of your creatures that just happen to have bigger butts than he can handle. And I'm bringing in a 4-drop and a 3-drop, so that kind of hurts off Bob. And you're an aggro deck that's already trying to pressure my life total, so I probably don't want to help you too much. So I think I'm going to take these out and bring these in.
As for me, Crumble to Dust. Tempted to bring this in just because that land did a lot of work, but that's more because I was stumbling on mana and not because it was an actual threat. So don't really need it. Fire Spout, not as needed for this kind of matchup. It does clear his board, but he doesn't really... It's more for if there's a lot of flyers and we really want to bring it in, so it's not really the match for it.
Also, Gravecrawler is probably not the greatest thing to...
Well, you'd hope that you'd wipe the rest of the zombies off the board when you cast it. But yeah. Fiery Justice, same kind of reason, doesn't really do enough. Pyroclasm, kind of same bridge. Ancient Grudge, she doesn't have any artifacts, so we don't care about those. Qasali Ambusher is a 2/3 that's potentially free. We are going to bring it in this matchup just because the potential to get it down a little earlier seems interesting. And I don't know what other matches we'd actually bring it in for, so we gotta try it out. Regal Caracal, decent enough, but 5 mana is a lot, and there's already 2 main board, and I don't think we need any more. Rest in Peace doesn't do anything for him. Same with Relic. And we're gonna bring in 1 Dramoka's Command. It can deal with one of his drain effects, and it also has a bunch of other abilities that are useful, so it seems reasonable enough to try 1 copy. As for what we're cutting, 2 Pride Sovereigns. They're a little slower, and we're trying Qasali Ambusher in the slot, and 1 Lean in Sky Hunter. Even though he's the only flying card in the deck, we're bringing 2 Reach guys in, so it's like the same thing.
More or less.
He's more in just because he was fun.
Alright. So that was Sideboards, and we'll see you in Game 2. Alright, Game 2. Go ahead and show your hand.
We've got those. Whoop.
Alright. And for me, now this is the only one of these, but come on, this hand is way too funny to not keep. At least I can cast everything. Go ahead.
Forest. And a little tiny kitty.
The smallest kitty in the world. Okay.
Turgo.
Draw a card. Ugh. Bloodstained Mire. Crack that, going to 19. I'm just going to get a basic swamp and Inquisition U.
You'll see this very nice wooded foothills. And a plains. And a kitty.
Yep.
And another kitty. And a third kitty.
I really don't like Brimaz at all, so I think I want Brimaz.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Wooded foothills. Crack that. It's going to be 17.
Yep.
For the Sacred Foundry.
Sure. That makes it into a fairly sizable kitty.
Three beats.
I will take that. Going to 16.
And here's another 3/3.
Yep.
Turgo.
Untap. Draw a card. Ugh. That's not great. Maybe this was a mistake.
Did you keep a one-lander?
I kept a one-lander with 6 1-drops. It's still at 16, which is fine.
I mean, there's 2 3/3 staring you down.
Yeah, no. Don't remind me. Inquisition you again.
Oh, that gets a kitty.
Yep. Coco's gonna hurt. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Plains. The kitty.
Ah.
6.
10.
Enter go.
Land me, please. Yes. Swamp. Then I think I'll go for Machinations.
Yep.
Where did my thing go? There it is. Energy Reserve. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swing.
He is getting a push.
He gets pushed.
And I will take 5, going to 5, getting a counter.
And we're going to cast this kitty.
Sure.
Sure go.
Yeah, creature's probably not going to be attacking you anytime soon. That one was fine. There's another swamp. Still in a lot of trouble here, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually have to do this to stay alive? That's pretty gross. Ah, it's so gross. Alms of the Vein, hard cast. Drain you for 3, putting me to 8.
Putting me to 14.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Sun Petal Grove.
Now have access to Coco.
Swing.
Go to 1.
You get an energy.
Yep.
Turgo.
Tap. Draw. It's fine, I guess. Still not in great shape. You're at 14. You got a Coco. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. But might as well play it out. Here's a Swamp. Here's another Gontes. Here's a Gravecrawler. Bump in the Night You.
Go to 11.
Go.
End of your turn. Coco.
Yep. I drew lands, just it took like 2 turns more than I would have liked.
Wait, I think that was 1 extra. 6 cards.
Sure. Doesn't really matter, to be perfectly honest. Because I'm just Dobbs.
You get that.
Wow, only 1?
Not even a good one either.
No. It's the 2/3.
Untap.
Doesn't seem great.
Draw for turn. Yeah, I'd rather than accidentally end up in the collecting company. Oh well. Beats.
Bashish. Well, drain you.
Go to 8.
4. And at least I got you under 10, because now I'm dead. Alright, so that was game 2. And we'll see you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Show my hands. That's what I have. Go ahead.
Well, we've got some lands.
See if we can mise a 1-drop.
He's not the greatest 1-drop, though.
No?
But I have this.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
A little bit
But
of Inquisition protection, but I kind of have to hope I can cast it.
yeah, I'm gonna take the Nicodle.
Probably makes the most sense.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Windswept Heath.
Yep.
It's a much better line drop. Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. Ooh, that was pretty sweet. Here is Agontes. The little cheese reserve there. Verdant Catacombs, which we will crack. Going to 19. Gets us our counter. I don't think I need the red quite yet, so I'll just get a swamp.
Yeah, since you didn't bring any sideboard cards in, you're really only worried about bumping the night flashback.
Yeah, and by that point, I'm sure I can find another fetch land. Gravecrawler, go ahead.
End of your turn, crack that going to 19.
So you do have 3. So I know you can start rattling off those. And I have to be cognizant of that 2/3.
This is my top card.
So Gravecrawler will probably end up dying to that if I send it in.
Yeah, you at least know that it's coming.
It's true.
Untap. Draw for turn. Forest. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. It's interesting. It's kind of funny. Bash for 2.
Well, I control a forest and a plains, so...
Yep.
Putting him into play. Block.
Dead Gravecrawler. Here's a swamp. And I'll cast Collective Brutality. So I'm going to choose 2 different modes, and I think it's going to be -2/-2 to that, and drain you for 2. And the card I'm going to discard is Alms of the Vein, which will cast for its madness cost. So I drain you for 3. That happens first. I go to 22.
I go to 16.
And then drain you for 2 more.
14.
24. And then that dies. Yeah, pass turn. I'd say that was worth trading a Gravecrawler for.
Draw for turn. Sunpetal Grove.
Yep.
Brimaz.
Yep.
Enter go.
Big Daddy Brimaz. Draw a card. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Make sure you don't accidentally play the other one. They are legendary.
Swing.
Yep.
Get a 1/1 cat with vigilance.
A little kitty. And I will take 4, going to 20, and getting a counter.
And... Stomping Ground tapped. Sure go.
Okay, end of turn. I will pay the 2 energy and sacrifice this to drain you for 3.
Go to 11.
23. And something left the battlefield this turn, so Fatal Push Brimaz.
He's been pushed.
Untap. Hopefully draw something good. That's pretty good, actually. Actually, yeah, that's really good. Here's a Gravecrawler. Here's another Gravecrawler. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Oh.
Because you still got that Brimaz.
Windswept Heath. Crack that, going to 10. Just find a forest.
Okay. So you wonder if this is maybe a Kitty Lord. Oh, looks
And
like a kitty lord.
A kitty lord.
Sweet. First time we've played it on camera.
So these two have lifelink.
Yep. And that one has vigilance.
And lifelink now from the lord.
Sure.
So 2.
Yes. 21.
12. Enter go.
So these are all 2/2s, and that's a 3/3, right?
Yes.
Bash for 4.
Block them.
Sure. So you gain life.
Yeah, go to 16.
And here's a Geralf's Messenger. Lose 2.
14.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Plains. Brimaz.
Yep.
5.
So those just have lifelink, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I will take that. Going to 16.
Go to 19. Enter go.
Untap. And that's a 4/5.
Yes.
Draw a card. Man.
And he
guess
summons a
that's fine.
2/2 with him.
Yeah. I guess that's fine. That kind of sucks. Yeah, it's very unexciting. I will siphon life. Drain you for 2.
17.
18. And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Swing for 6, 7, 8.
8. Is it worth blocking one of them? It might be. I will block the vigilance one.
Okay.
So then
Vigilance kitty down.
So I take
4, 5, 6.
I take 6, you gain a bunch of life.
I gain 8 life, so I go up to 25.
I go to 12. This comes back with a -1/-1 counter. And you
With a
take
+1/+1
Or sorry, a
counter.
+1/+1 counter. And you take 2 from that.
23. And we're going to bolt him now.
Sure.
Enter go.
Land! Damn it! Fine. Ugh. Heir of Falconwrath. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn. So you have 1 card, so you could transform.
I could transform it.
But you're 12.
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should go to 4, but you trade with my regal character. Caracal. Is that worth it? Think it is. So,
Yep.
all in.
Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I block there. If I discard this, it can trade, but that doesn't seem great. I'm gonna block Brimaz to just soak up
Jumping
damage.
4.
And I'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going to 5.
And so I gain 11 life.
Yes.
34.
He doesn't have lifelink.
Oh, he doesn't have lifelink?
No.
Okay, so
He just gets other
31.
cats. Yeah. Should. Did you ever count that as lifelink earlier? I don't know. I don't really remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Wooded Foothills. Crack that, going to 30.
Sure.
Find a plane. All right.
To find the one thing you can't find.
Find a mountain.
Yeah.
And white and green for Fleece Mane Lion.
Yep.
And Monstrous Him.
Yep. Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. This has to be a land. If it's anything other than land, I'm just dead. It's something other than a land.
I was Oh.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking you might have that.
Yeah. Oh well. Bump in the night. Take 3.
27.
Go. That's ridiculous. Ah.
I was expecting like the 2 lands that could come into play tapped from you.
Yeah.
Untap.
I was expecting in the like look how many cards I've cast this game. I've cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things minus 1 for click. No, I cast that too. I cast 11 cards.
And I found 3 lands.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and those don't boost anything.
That wasn't getting me anywhere either. Yeah, I'm dead.
Swing.
You got me. You got me. Land was 2 down. Well, that was disappointing. That was really disappointing.
I mean, getting the Indestructible Kitty probably...
Sure, but that still would have had 2 hits to go.
I guess that's true.
And then I probably could have scraped something else together by then, but nope. Just missed the land like 5 turns in a row. Oh well, that's how it goes sometimes. So that was this matchup, and we will see you on Friday for our special event, and next week for some more Flashback.
Boy.